YouTube. Well, I've been meaning to show you all this 2011 BMW 128i with 28,000 miles on it. Now when it comes to 1 Series, the 128i is the most basic model, but this happens to sport the premium pack. So in other words, aside from all the standard features, the premium pack adds auto-dimming mirrors, powered seats, both front and driver. The driver's seat does have memory seating functions, sunroof, and quite a few extras. This 128i sports the 3-liter dual overhead cam inline 6, sports 230 horsepower, and fortunately there's a wide array of models available with the 1 Series, which is BMW's entry offering. You can also fetch the 135i, has an upgraded engine, a 7-speed dual clutch or automated manual gearbox, so it's not a regular 6-speed automatic like this 128i has. Of course, all models can be had with a 6-speed manual, my preference. And these cars come with 17-inch alloy wheels, standard 225/45/17. Obviously, the rear disc brakes. I'd have to say that I love the styling of the 1 Series. I think I forgot mentioning you can get one of these as a convertible. Now check out its interior. Very clean, traditional BMW. Not busy, very simple. Now you can check out the upholstery here. This is leather. The basic trim level comes with premium vinyl, but the premium pack does add leather. And the memory seat functions, and this is where you control the seat, backrest, more thigh support and such, lumbar support adjustments. And this little switch over here is for the torso, more additional torso support right there. The sides just bulge inwards a little bit. Thigh support extensions, pretty nice. Materials on the door panel, cushiony side as a glove as well. Same goes for the armrest. You have the door pocket, everything's soft touch. Both front windows, auto up and down functions, power mirrors, and you can see the wood accents right there. Here's a smart key, lock, unlock, to latch the trunk. Of course, as every one of these keys have, you can pull out an emergency metal key right there. Just push on that little button right there. In case this car ever happens to be dead, you'll still have a old school physical key to unlock your doors. Insert it here. And just push away. Now this is a very simple interior. Reminds me so much of the E46, though I'd say qualities don't match. Being BMW's entry offering, it's quite expected. Before I get to describing the interior qualities, let me just mention comfort. I absolutely love how supportive these seats are. Lower section and backrest, very cushiony. You have the thigh support extensions right there. The torso support, plus they can be further bolstered if you wish. The headrest right there, adjustable. Love the exposed stitching throughout the seat. This truly is the type of seat you'd want to be in the case if you were going on a road trip. Let's take a look at me, for example. Extend the thigh support right there, and it's just nailed. I mean, I can't ask for any more thigh support here. I don't feel cramped, lots of leg room, and it's still quite wide. My shoulders aren't rubbing against the door panel, that's quite good. Now, interior qualities, not that it's bad. Being the 1 Series, BMW did cut corners here and there. For starters, the cover to the instrument cluster over here is all plastics, is grainy General Motors-like material, though the rest of the dashboard is padded somewhat. Have the wood accents, and back to this hard touch plastic. Open the glove box, it is damp and somewhat cramped. There's the owner's manual, and I think the window sticker. This car seemed to have been capable of 28 mpgs. Let me just run you down all the options. Paint finish, the Alpine White, the Premium Pack, plus the Sport package as well, and Value package. So there's a combo of different packages here. Sold for $35,800. And you can see more specs of the engine right there. So yeah, you guys just aren't missing a beat here. I'm glad this was in the glove box. It does shut evenly. Stability control and traction control up here. Hazards and door locks right here in the center. Here's the head unit, the radio, in-dash CD, just a single disc, but it's simple. Has Bluetooth, HD radio, hands-free controls, USB and aux. I'll show you where those things are. The dual zone automatic climate control, also very simple. Is this a lid? No, this isn't a lid, but you can just see how creaky this plastic is. Just punches inward. Yeah, that's quite ugly. Anyways, you have this pocket, more wood trims right there. As mentioned earlier, the 6-speed automatic. This is a regular transmission. It's not a dual clutch automated manual or anything like that. It does have manual shift mode right there. Down and upshift. Upshift is moving it downwards like that. You also have the paddle shifters up here as well on the steering wheel. And you have an e-brake, also leather wrapped. The dual cup holders. Lift this up. There is a power outlet, the USB and aux jack. I guess this, you can store your MP3 player or your cell phone right there. Yep. And this other lid, also store more things. Armrest is cushiony, it's just fine. Steering wheel's leather wrapped, nicely thick all the way around. You can see the exposed stitching. You just won't ever lose grip of this thing. It doesn't have side bolsterings though. Here's the hands-free controls, the radio controls, and as mentioned, the paddles. This steering wheel tilts and telescopes. The cruise control stock right there, turn signal, and wipers are intermittent speed. Now these switches over here, that controls the display of that LCD right there. Touch away, you'll get all the system settings, maintenance, distance to empty and such. I know I had the distance to empty going. I'm not too sure how I got that. Yeah, there we go, 27 miles to empty. That's about right. Here are the headlamps. It doesn't have the HIDs. HIDs are offered on this car. Fogs. Also has automatic headlamps, just turn it this direction. This car earns an 8+ when it comes to fit finish. I mean, everything is nice and tight. You don't see uneven gaps. Everything is just perfect in that regard. You have the oh shit handle. Spring is concealed, and it was damped. The sun visor does feel low rent though. It seems like something you'd find in a $12,000 subcompact. Feels very flimsy, like as if it's a piece of cardboard coated in vinyl. Mirror and vanity light up there. Rear view mirror, it does dim. There's the compass, universal garage door opener. Little map lights, yep, roadside assistance, sunroof. Let me focus over here again. Sorry if it went blurry. I'll leave it open, that's some more light in here. Let's check out the trunk. Just open it like so, under here. It'll pop right up. And it's decently sized, it's quite large. You just wouldn't have expected that. This car does have 60/40 split fold. You can see where the seats divide. This is where you unlatch them, by the way. Now let me just try this side. Yep, I'll try pulling that one down in a moment. You have the cargo net, the front license plate, the carpet. The battery is in here. There's no spare tire. I'm assuming this car utilizes run flats. But yeah, let's take a look at that trunk. Oof, little nasty dent right there on the edge. Now you can see how the passenger seat is also powered. I mentioned that earlier. You still have the torso support adjustments and lumbar support right there. Tilt the seat forward, and if you need a little bit more room to jump into the back seat, just push this button and the seat will just blaze forward. Leg room just sucks. I mean, that's how I have the seat adjusted. I'm 6'1", and yeah, you can just barely fit a child in here. There's no armrest in the center, though the sides do have their armrest. They are padded, fortunately. It's not a hunk of plastic like many automakers tend to do in the back seats. So I mean, it may not be that bad of a place if both front passengers are short, but in the case if both front passengers are 6 feet tall, this will not be the place to be in. You do have some form of utility in here though, at least, so that's quite fortunate. A 3-liter dual overhead cam, inline 6-cylinder, 230 horse at 6,500, and a pretty decent 200 foot-pounds of torque at 2,750. This is a normally aspirated 6, so there's no turbos or superchargers, just a bare-bones 6-cylinder engine. The 135i does sport a turbocharged version of this engine, so it should make just about 300 horsepower or a little bit more. BMWs don't have oil dipsticks. You have to remove this cap over here. BMW does market dipsticks in the dealership. It's something that I think I'd invest on. I just love checking my oil. So that's quite fortunate. A 3-liter dual overhead cam, inline 6-cylinder, 230 horse at 6,500, and a pretty decent 200 foot-pounds of torque at 2,750. This is a normally aspirated 6, so there's no turbos or superchargers, just a bare-bones 6-cylinder engine. BMWs don't have oil dipsticks. You have to remove this cap over here. BMW does market dipsticks in the dealership. It's something that I think I'd invest on. I just love checking my oil. It's a very pleasant engine note, and plus the exhaust has its little burble to it as well. I just love it. I think it's just a perfect combo. The 1 Series really hasn't changed much since introduction in 2008, and so everyone's just pretty much wondering what the heck BMW is going to do with the 1 Series, as this is a very nice model. Now for 2013, it's still identical as this 2011. A 1 Series can be had for a little bit north of $31,000, which isn't too bad. A little bit steep considering there's larger competitors out there, such as the Nissan 370Z, Ford Mustang, Camaro, Challenger, Scion FRS, Subaru BRZ. Just so many models out there, but hey, this is a BMW, and so none of those cars do compare with the premium market, so I guess this car can be considered a class of its own. Currently, a 135 IS can run a little bit north of $43,000, which I think is a little bit too much for such a little car. Spending that kind of money on a 1 Series, I would much rather go for a 3 Series. That's just my opinion. But if I ever go for one of these, it would have to be the 128i with the 6-speed manual. This way I would have a normally aspirated engine and wouldn't have any turbos to worry about. I don't have any driving experience with the 1 Series, though I have driven quite a few E46 and E90 3 Series Beamers, and they were just a pleasure to drive. So if you're in the market for a car of this class, or just want to taste a BMW, single, and don't have a family, or just need a secondary car, give the 1 Series a look. High likelihood that you won't be disappointed.